This is probably going to be the most difficult video to make today. I have a very sad news. My father had passed away today at the hospital in Ukraine. I cannot say too much right now, except that it's extremely trying time for me and my family. And it's been a very difficult and very tough day, but something, I have a message for everyone. And my message is, mothers, do not prevent your children of seeing their father. I don't care if he doesn't make enough of money. I don't care if he's not good enough for you. I don't care if you have your problems, if you cheating on each other, if you're doing whatever. Do not take the dad away from the child. Do not. Children need a lot more than child support. All right? Children need a lot more than child support. I didn't say that was about me. No, I will talk about my dad. Probably will make another video for it, guys. I'm half alive, but I still trying to follow the protocol. My son has taekwondo today, so I'm sitting in the car and wait for him. You know, I try to do what I need to do. I had business to take care of today, and yeah, it's definitely a punch in the gut. That's how it feels like. No, I was able to see, answering the question. No, I was able to see my dad, and my childhood wasn't spotless. My dad taught me a lot of things, and he was really hard on me. So don't have an illusion that it was just puppies and butterflies. My dad was harder on me than most fathers hard, you know, on their sons. He was, but I was thinking today that everything I went through or things that I had to deal with, if not for his school of life, the things that he taught me, I would not be where I am. He also taught me the importance of knowledge, not just importance of you know, doing what they ask you to do in school, but important of knowledge, of research, of dedication when you study something. He taught me all of these things. And I'm really grateful for it, guys. Let me tell you, it's probably the worst day of my life today. One of the worst days of my life, but I just want to come, you know, I wanted to make this video. I already cried my eyes out, so, and I don't really want to, you know, I talked already to some of my family members and things like that. I have really double feeling about it. I'm hurt. I knew that he's not gonna make it till I come. I knew that, even though my sister and my mom were trying to convince me otherwise. But I just felt like I want to connect with you. And, you know, I have a lot of people from different walks of life. And I know sometimes women trying to punish, often women are trying to punish their husband, their father of their children through the children. And if this video helps one person to understand that it doesn't, your relationship with your man, your husband, is your relationship with him. It has nothing to do with kids. And everybody, you know, there is a big movement right now of, you know, married, you know, having a better marriage, you know, finding finding a man with money. There is a lot of hypergamy movements. You can find, if you're a woman watching me, you can find whatever you want to find. Just don't take away the father, because there is a lot more to a father than just a paycheck. And even if he can't, if he's not making enough of money, or he doesn't make money at all, it doesn't mean that there are other things that he could not teach the child. It's spending time together, laughing together, learning together. Everybody, sometimes people fall down sometimes, but don't do that. Work it out with your partners. Whatever you do, it don't take away the child. My dad wasn't taken away from me, but my parents were not doing too well, and I did live through some turmoil, but I loved my dad so much that nothing helped. Like, no amount of propaganda, no no amount of certain things that were told. I just loved him so much that nothing could stop me. Thank you guys for the kind words. I was thinking to cancel the entire day today, but my dad would be proud of me if I still do what I'm supposed to do. I'm sorry if you guys call me, I mean, those of you who had appointments with me today, I send a note to everybody that it's I mean, not, gosh, my brain is not working. I sent a note today for some appointments that I had to move, and we can still talk, but I had to move my appointments because I had some urgent stuff to take care of. So yeah, I'm just, I decided to show up. I had some appointments today, and I had to take some business appointments today, show up in person. They were very important, and I show up there, and just doing these things. But I wanted to share this. I have a double feeling about it. Not double, but I felt excruciating pain today when I found that out. But just I was really looking forward to spend more time. But I was not looking forward for him to thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. But I was not looking forward to know that he is suffering and he's in pain. That's what I was not looking forward to. And I talked with my family this weekend, and we already decided a few things what we're gonna do. It's really weird, but I have intuition for these things. I know people were trying to be nice and tell me things, but I know I know things when I see them. And so in some ways I feel relief for him. In some ways I feel relief for him because I know he didn't want that. My father, he was never afraid of death. In fact, he always thought that death is a relief of struggle and pain. And it is. It definitely is. I see all of your messages, guys. Thank you so much. I I would love to see him again, but I did not want for him to suffer. And I was praying yesterday for relief, in whichever way it would come. So anyway, I just wanted to share with you guys. I'm trying to be as real as I am. Thank you everyone for the kind words. don't, yes, I will definitely take all of the time. So I may take some, some time off. I don't know how I will feel, but I just wanted to share it because some of you may not get responses and things like this. So I may take some time off. I don't know how long, but I'm helping my family, and I need to support them the way I can, the way I can from here. And it's interesting because my family comes together even though we had all these conflicts. And oh my God, guys, thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. So, we had all these conflicts internally in the family, and it sounds like it seems like everybody comes together to unite during this time. So yeah, but anyways, thank you so very much. I see all of your comments, guys. I read them. I will read more when I'm done with the live, but I just want to share it with you because I just wanted to. And what did I want to say? So yeah, coming back to my message, I probably will make another video about my dad and things that he taught me. Everything he taught me, I taught my son. And uh if you know that young man, he's very well mannered, and I encourage him, and he's doing an amazing he's doing amazing. I also have some more light-hearted news, but and more inspiring news that I will update you. I just kind of wanted to keep it for myself for now, but I do have a good news as well, and inspiring, as I said. But I just want everything to get settled before I share it with you. So what else? Yes. So once again, if you are in this situation, if you are in this situation and you're mad, you mad at the father of your children, he doesn't do this unless he is a drug addict, a serial killer, or any other negative person like that. Please do not steal their time together. Do not do that. You may not like something about him, but do not punish him. Do not take away. Do not do that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, I'm making this video because I know sometimes women feel, once again, they feel that they made a bad choice. And this guy, especially, maybe I'm wrong, but I think in the Western world especially, if you don't make a particular amount of money, if you are not this, the only thing that matter, children do not need that much money. Children need love and attention. We use money as a raising tool. We use iPads and computers to raise our children instead of spending time and talking. I spent this last week, I spent with some of my close friends and close people, and I barely was on any, social media, just connecting, enjoying, talking. I try to do this a lot. Children do not, you can spend twice less on your child and give them 3 times more love and attention. That's all they need. They really do not care about their the brands and outfits and 5-star hotels. Yes, it is enjoyable when you can afford it, there is no doubt. But what happens in this world, we are running after more and more and more material things, and we judge the other person if they're not successful. I had the situation when my son's father, he wasn't able to work at all. Some things had happened, And I've never even thought of an idea of not letting them, spend time and be together. It didn't even cross my mind. Yes, it was frustrating. Yes, it was difficult, but it was also a circumstance where I don't think that it could have been different. And I remember he would call me. They were supposed to go do something, and then they wanted to do something else. They want to stay more days. They want to go here and there, and I would always say yes. Even though sometimes I felt certain way, but and things can be painful sometimes, and sometimes you're trying to work out through your marital problems and things like that. But I don't know, just things are not always perfect. But if somebody, there is nobody else that is closer to your child than you and their parent, their than you and the other parent, I meant to say. So yes, sometimes you have a stepdad or stepmom, and they're stepmom on the paper, but they become real mom and real dad. It happens sometimes, but we are talking today about regular situation. Don't hurt your child. They don't need to know about your problems. They don't need to know that. Please, it's not their fault. You chose a partner and you're responsible. Don't tear them apart. I had to stand for my right to spend more time with my dad. It was difficult. My parents had a very difficult relationship. Ever since then, I wanted to help people to understand each other. Because I saw that they could make it better. I saw that they could work it out to even, be in a better space. And ever since that I was a child, I just thought that everybody can get along. You don't have to agree on everything, but you can get along. So I'm just thinking today, the hardest thing today is I was driving, I was trying to focus and, do what I gotta do. And I was just driving and I had all these memories, we had done a lot of crazy stuff with my dad, you know. He got me into politics. He got me into understanding how um, the world works. He got me into understanding of um, how things will be. How your actions, the consequences of things. He also taught me to cut through the BS and CBS in others and CBS in myself. He taught me be how to be goal oriented and strong, how important it is to spend time on things you love, and also about the value of time, not wasting time. Till his last day, he would never waste time. He would always be doing something beneficial. He would always be learning. Even at his age, he was still learning something. I'm a very late child, so he was old. I mean, he was in his 80s now. He was learning. He did better. YouTube. He actually made a channel. He wanted to talk about literature, and he made. He learned editing before I did. He told me so many things. And also, guys, what I want to tell you is have deep conversations, special conversations. He had a birthday in December, and I didn't just prepare to say happy birthday, I love you. I wanted to do something more than that. Yes, we were talking over Skype, but I prepared the speech. I prepared the speech. I wanted him to know how much he had done for me, because I wasn't sure if he realized that. And he spent a lot of passion, and he spent a lot of passion. Guys, just forgive me today. He spent a lot of time and effort to teach me things. And I just want him to know. I wanted him to know how much he taught me, that every seeds, the seeds of knowledge and wisdom and direction, they fell into the ground and they did grow. They grew. And we had a great conversation. I told him, that everything he put on me is bringing its fruits, and that in my life, I have a lot of things I was dreaming about, and a lot of things are coming true at the moment. And that he never has to worry about me or my destiny, because I have special people in my life. I have people who love me. I can take care of myself, but also um, I have I have a lot. I have everything. I may not share with everybody what that is, because it would be too much for this one video, but I basically let him know that no matter what, I'm going to be I will do great. And I think that's what every parent want to know. No matter how you are, if you are 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, if you're a parent, you want to know that your children are set. You want to know that they are doing okay. And you want to feel good for their future. And therefore, I imagine myself being in that position, that I know my life is ending, for example. The only one thing I want to know, that my child is confident, can take care of himself, and can go on and make a good life for themselves. Um, so that's the only thing I want to know. You know, it's very painful, to my opinion, to leave this world and know that your children are unsettled. They are maybe into drugs, maybe they're not stable, they did not figure out how life works. That doesn't make sense to any of you guys. Yes, guys, I have very, 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 very sad news. And you can watch the video from the beginning if you just joined. And it's very tough. And another aspect of this is, of course, I'm still here in US, and I could have flown this past weekend, but my family and I decided that we're gonna do this later. The point for me to fly right now would be if he would be released from the hospital and in a weak condition and brought home. Then I don't care about no COVID, I don't care about restrictions. I'll be on my plane to take care of him. But we kind of realized that he's going to be I honestly knew this. Last couple of days were really hard. And I was praying for the relief and release, because it was hard for me to function, hard for me to do anything, because I'm doing something and I know he's in pain. How do you do something and you know that somebody you love is in pain? Thank you, thank you, thank you, everyone. I appreciate it. If I did if you've been watching my videos for some time, and you know they matter to you, this is the one time when I could use help and support. When this life show is over, if you'd like to share something positive you've learned from this channel, maybe I helped you personally, that would really make my day. That would really make my day. And thank you, guys, for the kind words. I've never even seen so many people on my live chat. You're amazing. And I told my dad how much I love doing what I do, and he was very happy for me, because he was not sure, what I will be doing. And I love my entrepreneurship. I love people. I love inspiring people. I love changing my life. um I love seeing people enjoying their life, learning things. It's, I feel incredible that um, I have this community, and it does mean a lot. It does. Thank you, thank you, thank you, my dear friends. I really appreciate you all. So I just decided I make the video, guys. Also, why I have you, and I have I have people, I have friends and acquaintances, and of course my subscribers in general. I have no emotional strength, no emotional energy to um reach out to everybody and say, I don't really want to talk to nobody at this moment, well, except for one or two people, because I need to preserve myself. um what else? Yes, I have this last part of this message I want to say. Let me think. I'm losing my thoughts, but yes, okay, yes, I remember. Yeah, I have this last part of the message that I want to say. Sometimes I know, mostly, maybe I'm wrong, guys, but would I be wrong, as I would say, is that in the Western world, uh, you know, parents do not, I mean, children, when they grew up, they don't stay in touch as much, and you're not supposed to be close, you're not supposed to be, next to your parents, you're not supposed to be, mommy's boy or daddy's girl, right? You have to be, um you have to live your life, you have to have your family, your business. I personally do not understand, talking every day, telling your mom all of your business. I think that's a little bit of a dependency, when you tell your mom every step you take, everything that's going on in your relationship, like, I understand if some girls do it, that's cool, but I just think that staying in touch with your parents, I think is staying in touch with your parents, it's so important. And a lot of us, mindlessly using hours and hours of, social media, using all kinds of stuff, all kinds of distraction, but somewhere, there is, your elderly mom, dad, or grandma. I one thing that we were doing with my dad, we stayed in touch a lot, but I feel so much pain, and I feel like maybe I should have called him more. But we talked, we had our Sunday talks, and he was working other days. He was reading and writing and doing his projects. He wasn't just sitting there. By the way, my dad taught me to hate TV, which I'll be forever grateful. I've learned to never uh, open the TV to program me, and to be stupid like a lot of people are, because they just put something on and they let that thing just overwhelm and take the best of it. My dad taught me to think critically, to analyze, to use my brain, not to use for Google answers, but to use my own brain, my own analytics. So I hope it's a little bit a lot of everything in this video, but honestly, if you still have your parents, make sure you spend more time with them. I'm very glad that I was able to see him every summer, except for this last one. In the last 3 years, I would come every summer, 3 summers in a row. I was able to come and see him, and I'm so glad. It's not easy. If you ever travel overseas and spend time, it costs thousands upon thousands of dollars to travel, to not work while you travel, to have all of your bills being paid while you travel, for example, right? But I have not a regret for all the wonderful times we spent 3 years in a row every summer, and my son got to know him. So I probably will make more structured video, sharing some things. But seriously, the way he raised me, he taught me some very crucial, critical things. That's why, you know, I am where I am, and not in a situation where, I need somebody to save me. He did everything. He wanted me to love and be loved. That's for sure. By a man, I mean. And his dream is coming true. But he also want me to be able to stand on my own 2 feet and be free and take decisions for myself, not to have to, not to have to be dependent and be forced and be miserable. So I'm truly grateful. I think I probably should make a video sharing the lessons that I've learned. But I just want to say, with all this noise and all this social media and scandals and gossip and all of that, make sure you have time in the day to connect with your parents, with your relatives, because these people usually feel very alone because we forget about them. We only think about ourselves. I had a few situations like this. When I was growing up and I was a teenager, of course, we had some moments, because I was turning into a woman. I start to draw attention of people, particularly men, and my dad was not happy about it. I remember one time he told me, "I'll never take you on a vacation with me again. I don't need all of this." He was very protective and he didn't want anybody to look at me and things like that. But it's his fault because I'm his daughter. So I made the joke about genetic material, and we were laughing about it. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna try to heal. It's been a very tough day, and I'm definitely taking time off. There is no doubts. And but again, I don't know. It's like things change in every moment. Of course, I'm in touch with my family and we're making plans, and I'm supporting them the way I can support them from here, which is we discuss things, and I have more opportunities to, or I have to support them. I hope you understand that when you move somewhere, in our culture at least, you support your parents financially, as well as you stay in touch with them, because your parents raised you. They may not done things they wanted to do. They had to spend their money on taking care of you, education and things like that. So it kind of goes without saying, you're supposed to help and support your parents. My mom has been extremely supportive to me, and I appreciate that too. So it's definitely one of the saddest days in my life, but I was somewhat prepared. Not that you can never be prepared, but I was somewhat prepared because I could see through it, and I knew that I can't run fast enough. And you know, guys, what is the most horrible thing? That during this pandemic time, you cannot go in the hospital. So even if I would fly, I could not see him. So you have to remember that too, guys. If you have people that are older, maybe they're not so fun to be around, you know, but remember to call. You know, I always tell my son to call grandma. He loves his grandma, but he doesn't remember to call, you know. So we have to be more than that. We have to be calling. They just want to know that you care. And I was able to talk with my dad right before his emergency surgery. And I knew he's not gonna survive it. I knew that. I knew that he was not going to make it through. I knew that. A lot of people were telling me it's gonna be, you know, fine. Well, you know, I think in some ways death and relief is fine. You know, I mean, if you co I mean, not fine, but it's better than suffering endlessly, and it would break my heart even more. Um, I would never want to see my dad suffering more than he has. But I knew he's not gonna come out of it. I just knew that, and I'm glad we were talking on the phone, and um, and I was able to say a lot of things I wanted to say. All right, guys, thank you so very much. Thank you for the kind words. I didn't even know that so many people are, you know, would come and say kind word. That means a lot to me. It really does. Oh, thank you, thank you. So, um, sometimes you just need to pick up the phone and end the argument and the drama. Once again, if you're a mother or a father and you don't get along, don't put this on your kids. Don't put them in the middle of it. Let them, you know, let them see their parents. Once again, I want to say this: dads are a lot more than providers. I talk a lot about providing on this channel, right? I talk about, you know, men being leaders, being providers, being supporters, but dad, things that dad does and teach, you know, the girl and the boy, these things, you know, spending time together, having experiences together, reading together, going places together, having conversations together, learning new skills together, just be new that you have your number one fan, you know, somebody who loves you no matter what, you know. Don't take it away, you know. I'm looking at, you know, sometimes a lot of people posting the divorce rates and this and that. Listen, it's all worth it, you know. It's all worth it if we could be better people. If we could be better people, you know, we could handle all of these things. You don't have to turn it into a war. And once again, if you don't just, you know, throw away your man, your husband because he doesn't make enough of money. If he is a human being that is breaking the law, you know, he's an unlawful resident. If he breaks the law, if he smokes, if he's on drugs, that's completely different. And this is an exception. Most people are not like that. There is no other reason why your son or daughter cannot be with their dad. There is something that you cannot put a price on it, you know. It's you cannot put price on what dads do for the daughters and for the sons. They set example for the sons, and for the daughters they teach they teach them a lot of things. They teach them how to choose a man right. They teach them self-respect. They teach them knowledge. They also teach them how men think, you know. I was always getting along well with men in my life. I think was a big degree of that is that, you know, my dad was You know, he taught me how to think logically and how to make sense and how to, you know, how to see through stuff and cut the BS and go right to the middle of things, and how to not find excuses, and how to be real with yourself, and how to tell everyone the truth, but most importantly, to tell yourself the truth. So, all of these things, I'll be forever grateful. And thank you, everyone. I'll try to do, you know, less emotional life on things that he taught me. But I just want to share with everyone because I'm bleeding. I have very little energy, and I just wanted to share. And you know, if you did not get a bad news today, if everyone you love is alive and well, take a moment of appreciation. And if you have a minute to give a little prayer for the strength and courage to keep going, I will appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Thank you so very much. I'm deeply touched by your kind words and support. Bye.